Stars Collective, what is up? I am Kira Najam. Welcome to the channel. Kira Star in the building. I'm just kidding. With all the stars, I'm so happy that you guys are here again. So it's January 9th. Woke up to some crazy news. Last night was crazy. These fires in LA. It's just so many things running through my mind when it comes to these fires, but I just gotta say, which one of y'all got mad? Which one of y'all was crying or upset? Or because I literally was just sitting there and I was thinking, I was like, I thought back to the last time I was upset, which was about 4 days ago. And I was crying. And I used to be such a big crybaby, y'all, and I have literally not been a big crybaby these last years. Like these last couple years, I would say probably the last probably since my daughter has been born. Like I have not been. The last time I cried consistently was when I was pregnant with her. Like, but after that, I got so down that I literally some kind of way blocked off those type of emotions or that ability or allowing myself to express tears for the slightest things. Like I just got so tired of being depleted of my energy from crying that I've built up an immune system from crying. I can't even like explain what I'm trying to say. Get back, Nana. I can't even really say what I'm trying to say. Basically, I don't cry as much as I used to, and the reason is because I just got all cried out. So now I know if I cry here, Nana, go ahead. I fixed it. Now go ahead. Mommy's on the camera, okay? Um. So now it's just like when I do cry, I'm more aware of myself. I'll say that. I'm more aware of my emotions, and I know that it's okay to feel how I feel. It's not the end of the world, and it's time to just let that shit go. I'm not harboring on those emotions because it just weighs you down. But of course, we all cry. Like, I literally just cried a few days ago over something that I have not cried over, hadn't cried over in a while. So, when I was crying, I remember having the thought and remembering back to the last time I cried that hard, it rained. The last time I was crying and it was sad where I live, it rained. So that prompted me this last time, the very last time I cried, I was like, I need to pay attention to the weather, like pay attention to what's going on. Because the last time I got emotional, there was a shift in the weather. And those who know. Those who can identify with this, I ain't even gotta, we're gonna leave that at that. And this is the other thing I want y'all to know about me. I am a super careful and private person. I wasn't always this way. I used to be an open book. Do you hear me? I used to tell everybody how I felt about something, give my opinion, my advice, share in my good news and my bad news, especially the bad news. Give every detail of every situation and also ask that of other people. And I'm realizing at this age, in this space of my life, that is unnecessary. It brings you so much more to have to think about and worry about. I don't want to say worry, but consider. When we are constantly oversharing with other people, not only now are we dealing with our own voice, but we're also considering the voice and the opinions of other people. And that makes it so much harder for us to make a decision that is solely based on where we should be in our path and what we desire. Something that you might decide for yourself is not always going to be agreed upon from the next person. And so I personally have found more peace in less sharing of myself. And you could see it in one way as it being sad. I don't see it that way. I see it as it just is what it is. And it's a protective measure. And a lot of us, I'm 37 years old. A lot of us, I know I'm not the only one. A lot of us look around at our lives and we realize that we didn't make the right decisions for ourselves. And not only that we didn't make the right decisions, it's not that we didn't make the right decisions. We didn't make the decisions that we desired to make for ourselves because we put other people's opinions, and I'm not talking about children, I'm talking about friends, people that we turn to for advice. We put their opinions ahead of what we wanted. And that's something that we all experience. And so I'm sure wherever you are in life, you can identify with the feeling that I have of looking around in my life and realizing that, yeah, I could have made some better decisions. And it's not being down on yourself, it's just being what it is. It's life lessons. This is what life is about. You're going to continue to move forward and have more experiences where you look back on them in the future and say, what if I would have just, went that way with it, and it's okay. But anyway, the fires, that's something that you don't have a decision. You a natural disaster or something happening, whatever you want to call it, something like that comes along, and you have to just do what you're guided to do. You have to evacuate. Sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to just evacuate. And you ain't got time to call nobody and let them know where you going. You ain't got no time to even research where the hell you going. You got to evacuate. And that's how these tires are just... Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Allah. That is how we could tie all of this in. And I'm sorry that I'm stuttering. It's just, to be honest with y'all, doing these videos, I know that I'm supposed to be doing it because the thought crosses my mind randomly. So I know that the Most High is telling me and giving me directives, and I actually enjoy making these videos, and I look forward to getting more creative with them, and where we can go from here. But it's not an easy thing to do. I still have to push myself to actually just walk to the other room, hit record, and get on the camera. And I know that that is stemming from the feeling of not feeling worthy enough. Who am I? Who am I to get on here and, shuffle these cards and give y'all messages from the divine? Like, who am I? I am somebody. That's who I am. And, you have to constantly remind yourself, some of us do more than others, that you are somebody and that you have a right to say and give and speak and advise. And when you're somebody like me who's really private, I've developed a habit of just not going there and allowing life to work its way through all of us and do so more private than I've ever done before. It can be challenging. So I thank y'all for your patience with me, and I thank you for coming and watching, and yeah, let's have some fun. So guys, I just want to tell you that I'm so grateful for you giving me the vision of doing this. So many other people are doing it, and I know that only I can do it the way that I am going to do it, and that you are going to speak through me in your way that you use me to speak through me. And I just thank you for giving me the courage, giving me the desire, big word of the day, and assisting me and trusting me to speak to your children, especially your mommies out here in the world. We love you. We're grateful for you. And please give us protected divine messages. Thank you for our angels and our ancestors, our spirit guides, all of the beings around us that are needed at this space and time for us to know what we need to know. I mean, Ashe, oh y'all. Okay. So I'm gonna just do it real quick. I'm not gonna make this long. I'll be back on here later. I just want to see what God got for us. So, God, can you please give us some messages on this fire, these wildfires in LA? What's going on with these wildfires, Spirit? Okay, we got parents. I know you're the one for me. Artists of confusion. Thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify the parents card and how that relates? Meditation. Sometimes you gotta make a mess to get shit clean. What? Y'all. Wait. Look. That's what it say. There you go. Sometimes you gotta make a mess to get shit clean. All praises. Gemini, solar plexus chakra, sex demon, unhealthy desires, sneak dissing, coming, wanna be you so bad, candle magic, and you know what you deserve. God, thank you. So this is specifically to all my people out there in LA that's in the midst of these fires, who are being directly affected by these fires. But we know already that if one of us are affected by something, it affects the entire collective. So it's going to trickle down from those hills to wherever you are and watching this. No matter the time, no matter the day that you see it. Because it is directly how we started addressing these fires today. And so, you know what you deserve. Candle magic. Wanna be you so bad. Coming. Sneak dissing. Sex demons. Solar plexus chakra. Gemini. All praises. Sometimes you gotta make a mess to get shit clean. Meditation. Artists of confusion. I know you're the one for me. And parents. So, you know, these areas in LA, I have only been to LA probably a handful of times. I am not familiar. Like, I could not go out there and drive around and know where the hell I'm going. Like, it's just not going to happen. Could I go to certain parts and be like, oh, yeah, I've seen this before? Yeah, but not many. I have no idea about the geography directly in LA. You know, I don't know who. I did a little bit of research, but not a lot. So, you know, I got an idea of who's living in those communities and where that is located and all that type of thing. But, you know, if you're from LA and you're watching this and that resonated and something is tying in, because some of the things that I learned and heard just this morning and already kind of knew about LA just from an outside perspective, which some things are pretty obvious what's going down in areas. I mean, we are all here. If you are in the United States, you got an idea of what LA is or whatever. But I'm sometimes you gotta make a mess to get shit clean. Coming. I mean, I know what you deserve. You know what you deserve. I know you're the one for me. Parents. You know, those are people who have already accomplished some things. You know, they've built their lives. I know one of the main images that I saw was of assisted living adults being helped out of a facility there. So, you know, this is a reminder. Who are you going to be when you get that age? Not to say that, okay, if you're living in an assisted facility for elderly people, that you don't have any family or nobody that loves you, but this is a reality for a lot of people. And if those workers, firefighters, EMTs, whoever that was that got them out of that building, the staff, what would have happened? You know, these are things that we have to really think about, because there is going to become a time where you are going to be an elderly adult. And I know that I would hope and wish that I have loved ones who are able to assist me in my living. Like, and you know, as parents, as mommies, this is something that we have to think about, that a lot of mothers are not thinking about. You know, you're neglecting your children, but you're not realizing that your children are going to be the ones to assist you in the end. So while you're assisting them, you know, while you're assisting, and we could take it past that, just generations. You could be a manager working your job and you just extra hard on the employees because you just don't like being there. And it's like, you know, you're affecting these people. You're in a leadership role. You have to be mindful on how you treat people. But not everybody is. Majority of people don't care. They're going through their lives not thinking about the future. And that's not smart. That's not a way to be, especially once you get of age. Of course, when you're younger and you're in your 20s and you're just on a fast track and you just experiencing life and all that good stuff, you're not thinking about the future. You're thinking about now. But I'm talking about 30 and up, especially 35 and up. Like, yeah, there's no more grace. There's no more leeway. You can't say that anymore. Oh, I'll think about it later. No, you gotta think about that shit now. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it's so many people even younger than us. You know, it's a lot of young people who are thinking about the future, and they've made a way for the future, and they've made the decisions that they need to make because they see the future and they know what they want and what they can accomplish. And those sacrifices that needed to be made are made no matter the age. It's just about where you are in your journey and when it's meant for you to tap into that side. But y'all, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull. I'm gonna do 4 tarot cards. I'm gonna do just a 4 card spread real quick, and we can just take a moment of silence while I shuffle these cards. Anybody that lost their lives and directly affected, lost everything, but mostly, you know, the people who actually lost their lives and had no choice, didn't see it coming, couldn't get out quick enough. Also, I was channeling I never knew there was a love like this before. Never had someone show me love. Love as before. Now that we have come to be, a new life I can't see. Never thought you'd be a special part of me. No, baby. If we can work together, maybe this will last forever. This is something that I wanna hold on to. So that popped up in my head. I definitely was thinking about Diddy. Of course, you think about Hollywood. How could you not think about Diddy? Like, when I saw that shit hitting Hollywood Hills, I'm like, okay. I've been on the boardwalk of Hollywood. Like, I've actually been that close. You know what I'm saying? I've at least been in Hollywood. I used to want to move to California. Like, what? I do music. I'm an artist. That was my, like, goal. It was either Chicago or California. And I ended up going with Chicago. But still to this day, like, I was just thinking about it the other day. Like, you know what? I might move to Cali. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Sorry, y'all. My daughter. Oh my god. Okay, so what was I saying to y'all? It's also a reminder that this is the other thing I want to say to y'all mommies, especially. Okay, you have learned to be used to going without. You've been putting your children first. You've been having to make sure that certain things are taken care of but before you. And there are so many things that you want to do, so many things that you want to experience. You know, you want to go shopping, you want to buy things, you want to spoil your children. But this is a reminder to not just mothers but fathers too, because y'all do it too. Look, it is not about what you have. It's not about what we have. Yes, we deserve it all. You deserve it all, but it's not about that. Do I believe that the accumulation of material items is a direct um, relation to someone's financial uh, ability and wisdom? And do I believe that it shows that this person has made good decisions for themselves because they're able to accumulate wealth? Yes. But we also have to remember that there are more of us on the earth who are struggling financially. Not even struggling financially. You just making it. You making it. You feel me? You making it without the bells and whistles, but you do have everything that you ever want and everything that you need. And there are many more that don't even have that much. So this is a reminder when you get to comparing yourself, especially, you know, we get on social media and everybody, that's the culture on social media, is to display your wealth and your knowledge and, you know, what you can contribute to the world. The more the better. But for the average person, who is really the majority, it can bring you down, especially a mother, a woman. As a woman, you know, we have to, there's just certain things that comes with being a woman that it's just it's just a part of being a woman. And some of your feminine needs, as far as, like, you know, getting your makeup done or getting your nails done or going out with friends, and, you know, those type of things, has become something that you had to sacrifice for the greater picture of being a mother to your best ability, and because of those responsibilities that you have had. And so I'm speaking from experience when I say this fire situation is another reminder when we see these people losing things that they worked for. I'm sure not everybody that lives in that community is rich. I don't know how many people in that community. I don't know nothing about that community. But I'm sure it was a mixture, and to see all those houses burnt down. I mean, they were bulldozing cars. Like, I was just thinking the other day, like, I might go ahead and get me a new car. Because my truck is, it's pretty old. But it does what it needs to do. And I didn't pay nothing for it. It was a gift. How many times do you get a gift that big in your 30s? Like, whether it's brand new or not, it was a gift. Allah gave me that. And so to go from that thought to see people with brand new vehicles and they had to leave that shit. Like, that shit just got burnt up, bulldozed, left behind, like, no turning back. It's nothing. And yes, a lot of these things have insurance, but there is there's a process. I don't mean to laugh. It's a process. Yes, you could say they got insurance, but they're gonna have to go through the anguish and the strife of getting on the phone, calling, proving what they had, proving what they lost, fighting their cases to get some help. And thankfully we are in a country where there are systems set in place for people to be able to get the help that they need, but not everybody's going to get the help that they actually need. Some people will never be the same after this. So yeah, just take it easy on yourself. I know for me today, I was like, you know what, I just really need to rest. But I was like, I don't need to rest. I need to keep moving. This is the time for people like us to actually sit back and think about all those right decisions that we made. You might feel like you lack, but look around. It could always be worse. So, Allah, thank you. Oh, I saw 12:12 on the clock, y'all. 12:12 on the clock when I was coming back. When I paused the video, it's 12:21 p.m. right now, and I just saw 27:27. Okay, so y'all could comment what those angel numbers mean. I'm gonna go ahead and look them up, and I'll probably address them on the next video when I come back on here. Thank you, Spirit. Why the King of Wands keep showing his face, y'all? Like, yesterday the King of Wands came out twice, right? This is the first tarot to pop out today. So we back on that, Divine Feminine. The King is like, fuck all the rest of that shit that's going on, baby. We still got our plan. You feel me? You got the help that you need. Like, you ain't got to worry about that. Thank God. Thank the Almighty. You are not in that position. Pray for those people who have not been able to be blessed. Be blessed. I got that from a reader. Her name, it's not popping up in my head, but I watch her so much. I don't know why. She talks about the word bliss, saying bliss instead of bless. Okay, you are in the bliss of not having to worry. If your shit was to burn down today, you ain't got that much shit anyway. So, shit. You know what I'm saying? You used to this. I'm so sorry if you are getting offended. This is serious for people who are directly affected, and I would not wish this on anybody. But even if you are somebody who has been affected by these fires, there has been a point in time where you knew you didn't have shit anyway, and you built yourself up to live in the Palisades. And so now, when you're going through this, you like, it's nothing. I done lost it all. I'm gonna get it all back again. You feel me? So it's the same idea for somebody who is living that way their entire lives and has not made it to the Palisades yet. The Palisades means fortress. You haven't gotten to your divine fortress yet. But you've been working on the fortress inside of you. You've been becoming the motherfucking fortress. So when it all falls down, you know as long as you got your babies, you already know what to grab. You got everything you need in one little bag to get all that shit back. You are the bag, baby. Thank you, Spirit. And this King of Wands is popping out because it's like fire, passion, energy, willpower, strength. This is not the time to bow down. This is the time to stand up and push through the fucking opposition. Whatever the opposition might be. May it be the weather. May it be the motherfucking stars. Might it be your family. May it be that spouse you can't get rid of. May it be your job. It's not the time to quit. It's the time to push through. Show up. And that's the energy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, either the King of Wands is coming or the King of Wands is coming through you. Divine Feminine. Mommy. Okay? Alright. So, thank you, Spirit. What else you want to tell us? Can I get 3 more cards, please? 3 more cards. Can you clarify the King of Wands, actually? Dang, all that just flipped over. Alright, so we got the 3 of Swords. We got the 3 of Wands in reverse. We got the King of Swords. We got the Moon in reverse. Wait. I didn't even realize I was doing reverses, y'all. We got the 5 of Wands in reverse. We got the High Priestess in reverse. We got the 4 of Wands in reverse. We got the Chariot in reverse. And we got the 5 of Swords in reverse. So I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I didn't even know I was doing reversals. Usually I don't even do reversals. Hold on, because I think I just took these wrong. And see, that be that shit that be making me be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get your shit together. Be prepared before you get on camera. But I've watched so much. I watched so many other people that I know this is what it happens. Sometimes you're going to get some fucking reversals that ain't supposed to be reversed. You turn that shit back upright. You feel me? This shit ain't reversed. I knew when I started looking at this ain't reversed. This is talking about everything that we talking about. And this shit is on its way. It's already here. The 5 of Swords. Controversy. Drama, conflict, loss. The Chariot. Let me do it like this, because I'm doing it backwards because that came out bad. We have the 3. This is the only one that was supposed to be upside down because it's the only one that's still upside down right now. Let me show y'all. I flipped the deck up. I flipped it. When I pulled the cards, they was all upside down. This one is still upside down. Okay? So that was the first card on the top. The 3 of Swords, that shit is over with. It's time for recovery. Optimism. The worst is over. Forgiveness. Fuck them swords and all that third party extra interference. That shit don't matter. You made it through, baby. That shit ain't gonna do shit. It ain't do nothing but make you stronger. The Chariot. I keep talking about the Chariot, but that one next. Then we got the 3 of Wands. Foresight, expansion, advancement, overseas, improved status, competitiveness, true effort, and hard work. This is the action and adventure card. When you lose everything, you got to start over from the beginning. It's an adventure. Turn that shit into a motherfucking adventure. Okay. Tell my babies, okay, we lost everything, but that just means that God got more coming for us. And we just got to play this game of life. And we just got to push through and see how we can even top what we did last time. And it's going to be hard. It ain't going to be easy. It's going to take some time. But we're going to approach it like an adventure every day. We're going to see what we can do and how we can improve. And look at the difference and feel grateful for what we have accomplished. Because we literally came from nothing. Okay, so the King of Swords was upside down too. A male with ambition. So exploitation, prejudice, sarcasm, selfishness, cruelty, dishonesty, poor judgment, suspicion, manipulation, tyranny, desire for power, and revenge. This is, you've been dealing with this type of energy. I don't know who it is. I don't know who you got around you that's been, manipulating you, having this desire for power, exploiting you, showing prejudice against you, you know, being selfish and being cruel. We all have them type of people, you know what I mean, in our energy, but that shit don't matter. We knocking that shit up out the way. It don't even matter because you already know what to do with it. You already know what to do with it, so it ain't affecting shit. The moon. Intuition, truth, secret, dream, imagination, change, mystery, escape, I'm sorry. Change, mystery, fantasy, dream, and Christ is the moon. So the moon is going to be revealing so many things right now. We don't know how these fucking fires started. Nobody really knows. For all we know, they doing this shit to cover some shit up. Because we do know that people commit arson all the time to cover shit up. Who's to say that ain't what's happening? I don't fucking know, but the first natural disaster that I remember, my earliest memory of natural disasters in Cali was the landslides. I was like, damn, I always wanted to live on the water, but that could actually happen. I had to have been, I know I was in elementary school when that happened. And I was just like, wow, I want to live there, but I ain't gonna be living on the coast. Like, I don't want my shit to sink. Like, so we went from landslides to now it's fucking hurricane fires, fire canes. Is like, huh? Okay. We got the 5 of wands. Competition and arguments, external conflict, struggle, competition, physical activity, disagree, obstacles, debate, agitation, self-doubt, annoying, trivia, and disturbance. So, look, this is only the beginning for a lot of us. Not just LA. There are things happening all around us, and a lot of us are feeling the shift to where the conflict, baby, it's just becoming competition. Don't try to have no conflict with me, baby, because it's just gonna be a competition and you can't compete. So what you think gonna happen? You either gonna get your feelings hurt or you gonna get madder and you gonna try to come at me with some shit that ain't gonna work on me, baby, because I'm already light years ahead. And I'm, going to see what the fuck is happening before it does. So try that shit with somebody else. And this is the energy a lot of us are in. You seasoned. That's what they say in Cali. You feel me? You seasoned, baby. We seasoned around this motherfucker. I'm already prepared. All you gotta do is put me in the oven and cook me, baby. So, yeah. Bring it on. Bring on the motherfucking competition. And then the Chariot. Bring it on. Bring on because the Chariot is coming. Like, I don't even have to explain it. You know what a Chariot is? Like, come on. Okay. Then we got the 5 of Swords. Drama, conflict, laws. Keep your motherfucking guards up. Okay? I talked about how I'm a private person. And it's because I have discovered some shit in my life in the last year that if I was to speak on that shit, people wouldn't even believe me. Okay? So rather than dealing with having to convince you that some shit is real about some shit I already had to really push myself to realize is actually fucking real. Like, I didn't have to convince myself. I knew it was, but I had to, like, be sure. Like, tripping? Like, I know I'm not tripping. No, you ain't tripping. Because this the wop the bam, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you ain't tripping. So I'm gonna have to do that 15 more times because I need some moral support. Nah, fuck that. Gee, I'm taking it to the Most High. The Most High got me because the Most High is the one that's even allowing this shit to go down. To show me that I can see. Same for you, mommy. So we got the 4 of Wands. This is new flame. Hey, baby, my new flame. Yeah. You gon' be my baby. Let me know you crazy. Tell me if you with it. You ain't gonna make it if you're my new thing. and it's fucking new fun. Hey, hey. Y'all. Okay, look. I was the biggest Usher fan when I was a little girl. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing about Usher. I had Usher all over my wall. I just was into Usher. Okay, and then I got older. I fell in love with somebody, and this nigga looked just like Breezy. I swear to God. And this is when like Breezy had first came out. So nobody really knew to compare. Like, you couldn't compare the two to each other because they both was like new to me. You feel me? Like, Breezy came out, then I fell in love with new lookalike. But I didn't realize that until years later. Like, damn, that nigga really looked like him. Like, and I went through my shit, and him and Reed was going through their shit. There's a life be lifing like that. Like, you'll look back like, wow. So anyway, I became a really big Chris Brown fan. So when Usher and Chris Brown, I remember I was staying at my grandparents' house. They have a basement apartment. I had moved in there. My son, was he born? My son wasn't even born yet. I wasn't even a mommy, okay? So I remember the video coming on. Oh my God. I almost left Earth. Like, it was like, oh my God, my two favorite artists on a song together. Like, I had an idea about what the song was about and stuff like that, but nowhere to the extent that I do now. So, yeah, that's the twin flame card, y'all. Like, peace, blessing, harmony, harvest, improvement, prosperity, productivity, wealth, happy, secure home, stable life, solid business partnership, and pursuit of creativity, freedom, creativity, family, harmony. This is the fucking twin flame card. If I'm wrong, then you need to just go ahead and name it what I said it is, because that's what it is. Like, I used to have this shirt that used to say, it's okay if you don't agree with me. I can't force you to be right. Okay? So, y'all got the twin flame card. You got the motherfucking high priestess who showed her face yesterday, and now we're back. Okay? So, look. Let that shit go. Start fresh. Start new. Push. Get your rest, but we don't need no rest right now. It's time to... Those people are going to need help. The world needs help. You know what I'm saying? Like, you building yourself up is going to put you in a position to help. Who knows? 10 years from now, there might be some more other fires, and you have this idea that you're going to, accomplish and push yourself to work on, and it might end up being something that directly impacts people in an area who are facing a fire, all because this grand idea came into your mind at a time where you saw some other devastation. Okay, so it's just like working out, y'all. It's just like working out. And I know us as women, we want to look good. So I just wanted to encourage you also, if you are on that journey, it's a forever journey, but don't be hard on yourself. Every day, do a little bit, okay? But I love y'all. I'm going to get back on here later. This was a fantastic read. I'm so happy I got on here. But yeah, we gonna pray for those people going through all that devastation, do our research and figure out what the hell is really going on with all of this shit, and how we could prepare for it in the future and what we could do to help. So I love y'all. Have a good day, and I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, that way.